Hello? How can I follow that up? How can I follow that up? All right. Anyway, I am not hiding behind this podium. All right. So okay, I typed this out. I typed this out because this is a draft. This is a story that I will tell to other audiences. The next audience will be my students. So I teach in programs in public health, and I'm teaching a class on green space and health next semester. This is going to be one of the things that I do on day one. So this is a draft. And this is prompt number 1, exactly what it says word to word, I don't remember. But prompt number 1. When I was a kid, my heart moved my feet, and my feet ran outside into the woods. I spent hours playing outside in the forest near my dad's house in suburban Philadelphia. I spent hours playing outside, sometimes with friends, sometimes by myself. And when I wasn't outside, I was dreaming of playing outside and the adventures I would have, the mystery of what was found under the next rock or around the next tree, over the hill or beyond the creek. It made me feel free. It stimulated my brain and it strengthened my body. Now, when we're outside in natural areas, in natural spaces, we feel better, right? You know why? Being in green spaces, forests, parks, or trails calms us down. It de-stresses us. In fact, spending time in green spaces has been shown to empirically reduce people's stress levels. It gives us exercise. It prevents and can improve depression and anxiety. It brings us together with others to socialize. Being in nature can even boost our body's ability to fight infection. And outside play is particularly important for the health and development of children. All right, now, speaking of infection, during the worst part of the COVID-19 pandemic, we were told to stay socially distant. We were also told to go outside, to meet up with family and friends, to socialize, to get physical activity. This provided some escape for people in a time of such stress, such turbulence, pain, and loss. However, neighborhoods composed of our most marginalized people, especially in urban areas, like in Philadelphia where I do most of my work, in neighborhoods largely composed of black and brown folk, people have dramatically less access to safe and quality green spaces. Now for me, during the pandemic, this was the moment that I realized that I needed to work to improve parks and green spaces among vulnerable populations. I knew this was my passion and the way that I could make the greatest impact with the time that I have. Now, Philadelphia, where I do most of my work, has 42,000 abandoned, unused, or neglected lots, almost 10,000 of which are publicly owned by the city. Now, it sounds a lot like deficits, right? This sounds a lot like deficits, but really, this is an asset. And I realized after educating myself and seeing it firsthand that people are doing amazing things in urban greening in neighborhoods throughout Philadelphia and other urban areas. For example, in Mantua, which is in West Philadelphia, 6 years ago, Mantua Civic Association turned the abandoned lot in their block next to their building, which had been dumped on, overgrown. It was an eyesore. They turned it into a neighborhood park with perennial flowers and performance spaces, a place that is a space people can go to relax, to socialize, to garden, and to grow beautiful things. Now the Civic Association, it even runs a summer camp for neighborhood youth there each year, and the teens from the block get a small stipend to maintain the park, to clean it up, pick up trash, and even run events throughout the year. Now, this is the kind of story and practice that we need to amplify, and the type of model that can be adapted to improve the health of communities. Now the future. Fast forward 10 years. the vision of my beloved community. My beloved community has transformed the vacant land in their neighborhood into spaces of their design for the use and benefit of their neighbors. This is supported by resources from the city. The city actually does this. It works with community. Now my community, my beloved community, has parks, vegetable and flower gardens, performance spaces, yoga parks, playgrounds, and urban forests designed by neighbors and maintained by teens living on the block. Kids can get outside into the mystery and adventure of natural spaces where they can play, hang out with their friends, get into harmless mischief, and just be kids in safe outdoor spaces where they and their parents don't need to worry about violence. And I don't know if this is going to make it in the final story, but one more thing is that their hands are free and their eyes and their brains are not glued to smartphones. Why? Not because smartphones are banned, but because my beloved community norm is that kids don't get smartphones until they're 16. They can't go on social media sites until they're 18. Or 21, yeah. Kids need to be kids. They need experiences embodied in the physical world. They don't need the distraction of virtual worlds or the twisted, curated, inauthentic social media sites, which are a main source of the skyrocketing depression and anxiety rates we're seeing among kids, and especially among girls. All right, everybody, this is my vision, my hope, my dream. This is an invitation to you to join our dream team. If you share this dream, work with us to achieve this beloved community where kids can follow their hearts into the woods or the park or the garden on their block into safe, natural spaces so they can develop into strong and healthy adults where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full human potential. Thank you very much.